and gentlemen. I am very, very excited to be here. Sorry, I was a little under the weather last week, but I am A-OK and back to business. This is the Diana Falzone Show, where your dreams come true. No, just kidding. This is the show where we talk about dating and relationships every Thursday at 11 a.m. EST. And this is
not
all
EDT. It's daylight now.
Oh.
Does that not apply to? No, it does. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. The beautiful woman that you hear chiming in, who is actually not a relative of mine. A lot of you always say, "Are you guys sisters?"
Yes, we're not.
Well, we're not. At least not by birth.
Right.
But by soul, perhaps. This is my soul sister, Allison Rosen. Allison Rosen has pretty much taken over the web like Al Gore. I think
that's right.
Yeah. So
I own a corner of it at AllisonRosen.com, which is one L, ALISON, Rosen.com. And I have a new column up on McSweeney's.net, which is a humor site.
Oh.
And it's a satire of financial advice. So eat your heart out, Jim Cramer.
What? Speaking of which, I mean, this is really a dating and relationship show, but what kind of financial advice do you give on this McSweeney.com?
Well, it's called I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's called something like Your Money, Your Job, Your Life with Allison Rosen. And the first one is it's a takeoff of The Rules. Remember that dating book? It's actually like
yes.
It's sort of it's dating advice applied to your finances, hence the humor. And there will be chuckles aplenty, I'm telling you.
Good.
But anyway, it's like how to do the rules at work, like don't call your boss back and don't accept a weekend job after Wednesday and that kind of stuff. Obviously, you don't really want to take this advice.
Right, considering that everyone's just happy to have a job. I mean...
Right, well, that's what it's like. It's like, in this economy, people are so desperate, and that desperation is going to show through. So you have to remember you're an employee unlike any other.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, here we are going to discuss what's going on in the world of love. And I've been doing a lot of research and reading up on my studies about the romantical aspect of people's lives. And I found some really intriguing information, and I want to share it with you. But I also want you to feel free to share with Allison and I. So if you have a story, a question, a concern, please don't feel like you can't chime in. If you have a mic, raise those Paltalk hands. Hello, hello, hello. And if you don't, that's okay, because Sonny, our great call screener, he will make sure to type the question. But I really wanted to get right into this with you, and I have to pull up a study. It's getting really serious in here, because when I pull up studies, I mean business. I read this very interesting study that came out of Psychology Today, and I have a psychology degree, a BA, and which everybody does pretty much.
And I'm psycho.
Yeah. So we're definitely experts in the field, so to speak. But Psychology Today is a very respected periodical that comes out from the psychological field. And from Psychology Today, they're talking about a new research study that psychologists at the University of Nottingham in the UK asked students to imagine a romantic encounter. Now follow me. This is going to get a little scientific and a little confusing.
Are we going on a guided visualization?
You are. Everyone close their eyes and imagine right now. Okay. Psychologists at the University of Nottingham in the UK asked students to imagine a romantic encounter with an attractive member of the opposite sex or a casual conversation with someone older. Then the students wrote an essay on an unrelated topic. The romance-primed men unknowingly used more unusual words in their essays. Female subjects didn't show the same effect. But a previous study found that women do show creativity spikes when primed with thoughts of attracting a long-term partner. So bottom line, and this is layman terms, scientists believe that intelligence indicates superior genetics and that men may be showing off their vocabulary in an attempt to oppress potential mates. So, for example, if you walk into a bar, this is going to be a good one.
Okay. I'm going with you.
Okay.
Close my eyes.
All right, close your eyes.
Walk into a bar.
If you walk into a bar and there's a man that is in the corner, he's drinking a beer, laid back, maybe on the scale of the looks, on a physicality scale, he's like a 5 or a 6. And then on the other corner, a man is drinking a glass of wine, and he's maybe a 7 or 8. Well, you go up to both men. First, you go up to the beer-drinking, semi-attractive 5 on the attractive scale and say, hey, how are you? And he's got lots to say, and he's using big words like euthanasia. and you're like,
That describes how he is.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And then you talk to the man who's more attractive, who's drinking the wine, but he says things like, yeah, I'm good, what up? Chances are you're going to be more attractive based on this scientific study to the man who's drinking the beer and using the word euthanasia.
Right. Let's call him Mr. Euthanasia.
Mr. Euthanasia.
Right.
We don't know.
Versus Mr. What's Up.
Right. So the question I wanted to pose to all of you today was, does intelligence really matter more than looks? I mean, people obviously are so attracted to a package in the beginning, but looks fade, people age. That whole debate. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think that's totally, I think this might be a gender thing a little bit too, though. I feel like almost all women would say that a guy's personality, the things he says, if he can make you laugh, how he carries himself, how confident he seems, are much more important than just how he looks in a picture. Whereas I feel like with men are so much more visual that how a woman looks, even if she has like a pretty horrible personality, they can still get past that. Would you agree with that?
I would say women I don't have a type. I've never dated a specific type. And I think I could date everyone from, I've dated short men, tall men that are a little bit pudgy, men that have been, very good looking to men that haven't been very good looking. I think for me, the one common